I met a guy the other day named Bill Ellison, and he's invited us to come to his shop. Seems like a really great guy. I've yet to get to know him more. I've left that for today, where we're gonna interview him, see his shop, see his construction site, see his model home, and hear his whole backstory. I'm super excited. I hope you are too. Let's head inside. Hello.
How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm actually looking for the owner. Is he here?
He is, yeah, he's right on back. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's it going? Bill, right?
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple quick questions?
Sure.
How much did it cost to start this business?
About $200.
And really?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. And
Yeah.
what do you do here?
So I'm the founder and CEO of the home building company. We build affordable housing.
Wow, that's incredible. Good for you. What did you do before this?
So I've been in construction for about almost 30 years now, and I spent the majority of my career in high-end remodeling.
All right, Bill Ellison, thank you so much for sitting down and doing an interview with me. Your space here is incredible, and I'm here to find out more about you.
So I'm the founder and CEO of the company. I started the company 6 years ago. This is our 5th full year, from January to December, full year of being in business.
And who are you at your core? What are some of your true beliefs as Bill Ellison? What is that?
My backstory is I'm a welfare foster kid. Grew up
Wow.
on welfare and food stamps. We were homeless, literally homeless when I was 8, 9 years old. So I absolutely come from nothing.
Wow.
When I was 13 years old, had a pivotal moment in my life that said, I don't want to live like this anymore. And so I've always strived to do better and to help out the fellow man, help out others.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I am at the point in my life today. The interesting story about the reason that these are up here is they're our best-selling product, as well as every one of our floor plans are named after the very first homeowner who moved into that new floor plan.
No way.
We named the plan after that person.
That's incredible. When did you start into construction, and what was your role?
So 25 years ago, I got hired as a new home salesperson. So when you go to new home communities, there's a model home. When you walk in there, there's a salesperson in there sitting in a nice little fancy suit and tie.
Yeah.
That was me in my young 20s.
And what was your in there? How did you get that job?
Prior to that, I used to work for an environmental company, and I traveled all over the United States for about 5 years, setting up and installing computer systems. My boss and the president of this home building company were friends, and my boss said, Bill, you've got the gift of gab. You can have a conversation with anybody. You really need to be in sales.
Yeah.
Of course, I was saying, me, sales? No way. He introduced me to the president of the home building company. The guy hired me on the spot, and then so that launched my career to where I am today.
Yeah, so you didn't really get in on like a picking up a shovel role. You kind of got in on the sales side.
So yes, initially I got in on the sales side. I sold new homes for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I got one little comment on a comment card that said that the buyer who was buying the home knew more about construction than this young sales guy. So as I finished out selling the community that I was selling in, the home building company I was working for didn't have another spot for me. And so I went to work for another builder building new homes in order to learn how. Took about a $100,000 pay cut for about the first year and a half, and I built homes for 2 years just to learn how. There used to be a wall right here, and this was the office. This was it. This was the beginning. All of the rest of what you're going to see here basically was all warehouse. So warehouse like this right here, where all the storage and everything is at. Then this is what all of this used to look like, and then we added all these different rooms on as we go through.
I can tell that you build stuff. What challenges did you face in your life in terms of looking at it like maybe as a young adult? What were some challenges you faced?
Well, where do I start with this? So, growing up on welfare, being homeless, spending my first night in jail at 13 years old. When I was married at a young age, my first marriage at 19 years old, or 18 years old, married. By the time I was 20, I had 2 children. So I had a lot that was compacted into a very short period of time. Divorced by 24. And changing job, changing career, loss of family members, a lot of things that were truly impactful times. And then in my mid-20s, when I started in new home sales and started doing, from a financial standpoint, started doing a lot better, saw that there was a different world outside of the small town mentality that I had from whenever I was growing up. So we're doing about 20 acres of lakes back through here, and you could ride a jet ski or a small boat all the way from the back of the property, all the way up here, and play around in here, whatever, or go fishing or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So you're gonna put fish in it as well.
We're gonna fully stock it, and so like we'll have all the foster agencies and everything will be able to bring these kids out and come fishing. If they want to take a fish, they take a fish, but it's not going to matter. But it'll be pretty much a catch and release. Yeah. They can come out here for free. Yeah. They can come out here. We can have all these wonderful events for kids.
So here we are on one of Bill Ellison's job sites. We're going to take a look at some of the houses he's got going on here. So let's have a look inside of this house. It's currently being built. There's nobody in here working right now, but there's a lot of houses around that are being worked on. Bill told me to be careful of nails, so I got to keep looking down. Now, we're not looking at super luxury houses here. We're looking at houses that maybe the people watching you guys could afford, or I could afford. Something that is nice, unique. So here we are outside of a model home. We just saw a bunch of the ones being constructed. These are affordable homes for people that need a house. All right, Bill, so here we are in one of the model homes in a neighborhood that you're in the midst of constructing. How many houses go onto this plot of land?
There's 55 lots. We've got about 20 houses under construction right now.
Wow.
There's another phase behind that and another phase behind that, or sections behind those that'll be done over time. You know, generally it's one company is developing it and making it street ready, where you can drive down the street. And then a builder comes in, buys the land or the lot, the individual parcel, and then builds the structure on top of that, and then turns around and sells it to the individual or rents it out.
Is each plot predetermined to have a garage or not a garage, or is that something, again, as an option for someone that comes in early?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has price point, right? So without a garage is less expensive.
I see.
So now for the working class, for the waitress and the mechanic and the guy that pours the milk at the milk company, those are the folks that are buying houses from me on that entry level, that truly entry level. Remember, I grew up on welfare and food stamps and of meager means, and so these are the people that I grew up with.
And you're getting
the regular working class. A lot of what we do is in order to help those people.
I'm dripping. I don't know how these guys work in this heat. It's hot. Like, that's not spit, it's sweat. Wow.
We're opening up our home to all of the foster agencies. Every foster agency can come. Every state organization can come and bring all these children to a massive castle that they can come to, and they can spend their Christmas in a castle.
Wow, that's so touching.
So it is a truly amazing legacy piece that we're building for generations to come. If we can get into the minds of kids and get them to change their mindset, they don't have to stay in their circumstance. We can change the world. We truly can.
Wow, that's incredible.
And what I just figured out over time is I don't really like rich people. So, I quit working for them. And somebody told me a long time ago, he said, build for the rich and get poor, build for the poor and get rich.
Wow.
And that analogy holds true from the standpoint of when I was out doing these high-end, multi-million-dollar, absolutely spectacular, beautiful remodels and everything, on the percentage basis of what I was making off of that job and the amount of time that I had to put into it, I was making $10 an hour. There's a marginal difference in how we can be very successful and very profitable and provide a great product for those who actually need it. What I will say is the old saying about pay it forward. You help somebody else and it's going to come around. Karma will come back around for you.
You've gone full circle, and I think your legacy will live on, be it through that house you're building or with this company that you've established. It's great, and it's honestly been a pleasure, Bill.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
I truly appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
And my good buddy Donald Trump. I know you guys may or may not like him.
I just noticed that. That's funny.
Thank you so much for watching right until the end. Big shout out and thank you to Bill Ellison for letting us inside of his corporate office, touring his job site, checking out his land where he's building a crazy castle. Honestly, incredible guy. Went from being a foster kid, growing up in hard times, to extreme success now. Just goes to show that you could take $200 with the right energy and make it into a legacy for you and your family. As always, my name's Aaron Vankampen. I go up to beautiful homes and successful businesses and ask them the questions that you want the answers to. See you in the next video.